Good afternoon. Dr. Matthew Hayslip here at Mississippi State University. I wanted to make a quick video that demonstrates a few of the less than desirable sounds that I've encountered in students struggling with the horn among the hundreds, if not thousands, of students I've worked with across the country. Some of these sounds sometimes are misdiagnosed as other issues. I hear people talk about maybe a tightness in the throat, or talk about maybe blowing harder, or other things to try to fix these sounds. But I'll demonstrate a few of the actual causes right now. The most common cause of a problem in tone quality that I hear is a student actually trying to force a buzz to happen. It sounds like this. And I hear that a lot amongst all the brass instruments. The lips do vibrate, but it is not something that we have to force. When we blow air across a relaxed aperture and put the mouthpiece, the circle of the mouthpiece around the lips, it vibrates. We don't have to force it. So having a student relax the aperture will produce a better sound. So I'll go from the bad sound to a good sound. And you can hear that as I relaxed my aperture, it enveloped the room in a resonant sound. And that's what we want. So another common problem that I hear is where the student is making a sound like this. In order to make that sound, all I was doing was playing with a good fundamental embouchure, but with my tongue raised to the roof of my mouth the entire time. And so to solve that, you just have the student lower their tongue a bit and strive for a resonant sound. I'll go from the bad sound to a good sound. So you can see just by lowering the tongue, it produced a better sound. Another common problem that I hear with students in terms of tone quality is maybe on the opposite end of the spectrum, where they're getting a very airy sound. Something like that. And in which case, it might be helpful to have the student buzz their lips, because, or buzz the mouthpiece, because the sound that they're getting is their lips are too far apart. And it would be better for them to bring them together so they can form a sound. So again, going from the bad sound to the better sound, have them bringing their lips together until a resonance occurs. So it kind of brought the lips together. Let me see, another common tone quality issue that I run into. Things such as not applying any mouthpiece pressure. Sometimes when we avoid having any mouthpiece pressure at all, there is a lack of a secure seal around the lips, and we get a sound like this. I've heard students struggling with that, and sometimes it gets diagnosed as all sorts of issues elsewhere, when really what they need to do is just make sure there's a firm seal around the embouchure. Well, actually, I should go from the bad sound to the good sound. So, by using just enough of a seal around the lips with the mouthpiece, it can cause the sound to get better if that's the problem. There's a whole wide other range of problems that can be had with the embouchure and with tone quality, but most of the time it centers around a lack of resonance. That's the key, is it a good sound? And we want to try to get there. Now, once some basic ground rules are set and we help students find their beautiful sound, I don't want students to focus on how they're playing as much as the sound that they're producing. We want them to focus on making music along the sound of the horn. And so from there, we can have them just focus. Are you making the best sound? Let's try to make the best sound from there. So I hope this helps. I've struggled with the horn over the years, and having teachers point to these kind of solutions have been helpful for me, and I hope they're helpful for you as well. Thanks.